Hawataweza kukupenda, hawataweza.
Some fresh is on the beat.
Mbona do you have to be this way? Unajitoa from all the promises we made. You wanna blow up all the loving that we gave. Listening to
he said and the she said. Uongo za mjini zimenoga. Niamini na kupenda
ni wewe tu. Wakusema watasema,
usiku watalala. Hawataweza kukupenda vile ninavyokupenda. Amini hata dunia itashindwa na cha kusema. Na wakisema ni mapema kupenda tunavyopendana. Tutaishi kama Romeo na Julia kwa sinema.
Baby achana na usiwasikize hao baby achana na usiwasikize hao
The city's full of haters, full of players. Wakutupiga sana, all they wanna break us. Usiwasikize hao, oh baby achana nao. Cause when we say ni forever, ni vow tunaweka. Mimi na wewe tu, let us go down in history. Niamini na kupenda ni wewe tu. Wakusema watasema,
usiku watalala. Hawataweza kukupenda vile ninavyokupenda. Amini hata dunia itashindwa na cha kusema. Na wakisema ni mapema kupenda tunavyopendana. Tutaishi kama Romeo na Julia kwa sinema.
baby achana na usiwasikize hao, baby achana na usiwasikize hao,
baby achana na
City boys wanna break your heart. City girls, they just wanna have fun. Love you then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu. City boys wanna break your heart. City girls, they just wanna have fun. Love you then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu.
yeah.
City boy wanna break your heart. City girl just wanna have fun. Love you then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu. City boy wanna break your heart. City girl just wanna have fun. Love you then leave you. Wakuache na maswali bila jibu.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio. Oh my God, Flick made it.
Sound Chief. Shauri mwenzi unataka, nimekuwa na waza na kuwaza daily. Strika unanipata. It might sound crazy, la wendo nataka. Ukiona na furahi ujue ni wewe. Kama mapacha tunafanana. Tena na visifa vingi miupatia. Oh, she sometimes says I'm so funny. Nabadilisha kina badili paka gear. Oh, minampa burudani. Malaika wangu kipenzi. Ukiniona na kuita ujue siwezi. Yani umenishika pumzi na penzi. You my love, wendo mwenyewe, oh baby. Sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya. sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya. You want me to assure you that I'm ready for you. You want me to promise that yes, I love you and it's true. Baby, come give me your love. I promise you never go tired. Nitakupenda, nitakupa mapenzi saloya ni mpaka uritaya. Baby, baby, siniogope wanipende. Baby, baby, malaika wangu kipenzi, ukiniona nakuita ujue siwezi. Yani umenishika pumzi na penzi. You my love, wendo mwenyewe. Oh baby, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe, sina ubaya, sina ubaya nawe.
Please give me more beat.
Sound.
What you gonna do? Who you gonna choose? Do I have you confused?
Na 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 na. Oh, that Friday feelings come again. Only good vibes and energy. We're gonna dance the night away. Me and my crew gon' tear it up tonight. Tell somebody, leo tupatane kileleni, tukaribishe wageni. Me and my crew gon' tear it up tonight. I'm setting myself free, ring the authorities. Shit talking jealousy won't take a toll on me. This is not your normal party, this is Vogue, there's a dress code. Every corner's getting flashy. Stay wise, stay woke. Utanipata kati kati. If you know, I guess you know. Every color on my mind, I'm gonna let it out tonight. That Friday feelings come again. Only good vibes and energy. We're gonna dance the night away. Me and my crew gon' tear it up tonight. Tell somebody, leo tupatane kileleni, tukaribishe wageni. Me and my crew gon' tear it up tonight. Na 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 na. Oh, excuse my behavior, please. I've let loose my boundaries. I'm on a trip, my trip's on a trip. Look how you got me high. I wanna touch somebody, I wanna love somebody. It's been my prayer, join if you dare. Let's let it out tonight. That Friday feelings come again. Only good vibes and energy. We're gonna dance the night away. Me and my crew gon' tear it up tonight. Tell somebody, leo tupatane kileleni, tukaribishe wageni. Me and my crew gon' tear it up tonight. Na 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 na. Oh.
What you gonna do? Who you gonna choose? Do I have you confused? Nothing's black or white. You see it as you like. Easy to stumble and hard to struggle. Welcome to my mind.
That Friday feelings come again. Only good vibes and energy. We're gonna dance the night away. Me and my crew gon' tear it up tonight. Tell somebody, leo tupatane kileleni, tukaribishe wageni. Me and my crew gon' tear it up tonight. Na 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 na. Oh. That Friday feelings come again. Only good vibes.
vibes and energy. We're gonna dance the night away. Me and my crew gon' tear it up tonight. Tell somebody, leo tupatane kileleni, tukaribishe wageni. Me and my crew gon' tear it up tonight.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio.
Ooh, happy Friday. That is Friday Feeling by Chimano. It is playing right here on Power Radio. This is a Friday edition of the Power Morning Drive Show. I am your host, Wanyoike, and this is where you make your mornings count. Thank you so much to everybody who has already tuned in, and a big shout out to Hunadi Mawasha 9757 all the way from the +27. That is South Africa. Sawubona, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in to the Power Morning Drive Show. We do the magic right here, right now. I am pretty excited. You can hear in my voice, and the reason why I am excited is because of the conversation that we are going to have today. I will be having a conversation with producer extraordinaire, storyteller Pro Max, virtuoso, if you want to call it like that, Queen Gathoni. She's here with me in the flesh. We are going to be discussing about her latest project, that is Free Me the Play. And so we are going to be looking at what exactly the play is all about as we explore, her first ever very personal story. And I'm pretty excited to talk about that conversation. So please stick around. We will be getting into that conversation shortly. But you know how we do here on the Friday edition of the Power Morning Drive. Of course, I start off with what is happening on our roads this morning, and then I will get right into the a little bit of some entertainment news. Let's see what's been happening, but I want to focus on something crucial and where you need to be heading this afternoon. Our very own AZ Cocktail will be having a show, Shadows to Strength. I will get right into that conversation just shortly after I do my my traffic updates. Hunadi is saying nice songs, interesting songs. I love the beats, even though I don't understand the language. But nice music you're playing this Friday morning. It is Hey, thank you, Hunadi. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to listen in. Oh my God, we are like how many hours apart? I don't know. You can let us know what's happening on the southern part of Africa. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, quickly, let's get into what's happening on our roads this morning. Of course, start off with the day, Thika Superhighway. From what I can see is that there is a heavy traffic as you make your way from the survey area down towards town. The same situation also is happening along Lower Kabete Road. From Zen Garden is where the madness starts and goes all the way down towards the Silver Springs police station. Peponi Road not too shabby this morning. Things are a little bit slower than usual, but moving as well. Red Hill Link Road, my good, I beg your pardon. There's a little bit of a snarl up there as you make your way towards Wanyoike Way. James Gishuru Road is also slow, but surely moving. So nothing much to complain about. Let me see what's happening on Ngong Road. Ngong Road is good today. There's just a little bit of a snarl up as you head towards the Prestige Plaza area, but it soon clears out after that. Mombasa Road, not much to complain about today. Things are looking okay on your end as well. Langata Road, smoother than ever. Things are looking good on your end on that front today. Ladis Road, kumeshikana sana, especially as you make your way towards Kamukunji. So if you can avoid that route, please make sure to do so. All right. In case where you you are, you see any incidents that you would like us to know, remember the hashtag to use is hashtag Power Morning Drive. Hit us up on all our social media platforms. We are also streaming on our website, www.power254.org/Power Radio. Also streaming on our YouTube channel, that is Power Radio, that is PAWA Radio. Please subscribe, hit on that notification bell so that whenever we go live, you definitely will be the first to know. And you can also text in live, call in, and also send us a voice note on 0748 379 231, 0748 379 231, as we cruise nice and easy. For now, let's jump right into some music break. When we come back, we get into our entertainment news roundup. Keep it Power Radio.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Sema ooh, yeah. One time. Waka. Cheza doba zitu nice, juze tuzime nice. Mwana. Sema ooh, yeah. Omajina ni yani. Cheza doba zitu nice, juze tuzime nice.
Sedo.
La. Ako kapengika area. Nakakitaka mwichapa. Nakula kiapo ndai hapa. Aje. Sit down on it nikirusha mamistare. Viungo wene nguwa mwili hatare. Wine mkot nishikishe male. Twende maeneo tumailale nane. Bad boy kijana wa ingo. Napenda njugu na mukombero. Kingoma style napenda matingo. Kifo cha mende ama wagido. Yeah. Ufa dereva makanga. Leo ni kifo cha mende. Sema yeah. Leo tunavunja kitanda. Udonjo kudunda na yeye. Nayo anguka. Nayo tunda. Nayo mimi. Nayo waya maji mepatana na waya ya stima. Hata ya sina nepiga kijonsina. When I'm done you can't see me. Vuta kaya, harufu mbaya. Ni ya manjege na manduku lumbaya. Unaishi wapi ya haya? Natoka wapi Ulaya? Nyashi yake soft kama matires. Na ipapase na nitoa stress. Kama mzinga nitaka bless. Na majirani wata witness. Iya ni bad boy kijana wa ingo. Napenda njugu na mukombero. Kingoma style napenda mastingo. Kifo cha mende ama wagido. Yeah. Ufa dereva makanga. Leo ni kifo cha mende. Sema yeah. Leo tunavunja kitanda. Udonjo kudunda na yeye. Nayo tunda. Nayo mimi. Nayo
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Ay. I'm going back to my roots. Can be so good, so good. Nyumbani kwa babu. Hiya. You will never be alone. You should always feel at home. Nyumbani kwa babu. Usiogope manaitrana. Babako pia ni naitrana. Nyumbani kwa babu. There's a fancy feeling.
see so much love from all of you blood people running. Boy, usiogope manaitrana, pia wewe ni naitrana. There's a fancy feeling. Wapi wapi wewe deep in the village. Fancy feeling. Special feeling. What did I never show? What did I love? What did I never show? What did I love? What did I never do? What fancy feeling.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, that is Fancy Feeling by Fancy Fingers. It's playing right here on Power Radio. Welcome back. This is the Power Morning Drive Show. Yes, it is the show that you make your mornings count. I am your host, Anne Wanyoike. Now, let's get right into our quick news roundup. Just a skim through on what our dailies are looking like today. The Standard newspaper, the top story highlighted is cells of death. At least 17 Kenyans have died in police custody in less than 2 years, exposing the grim reality of torture, cover-ups, and systemic neglect inside the country's police cells. The Independent Medical Legal Unit points a chilling picture of suspects who enter police custody alive and never make it out. Across the country, the pattern is disturbingly similar. Unexplained deaths, hastily written police reports, and families left searching for truth that never comes. This is a story that is highlighted on page 4 of the Standard newspaper. Please grab your copy to get the whole scoop of that story. It's quite sickening. It's quite sad. The amount of things that we have to deal with, I mean, I don't even know. I don't know that I have the capacity to process what has been happening in our region. You know, this Sudan, this Congo, there is Tanzania now. I mean, it's quite disheartening to see the state of bleakness that we have to deal with in this country and also on this world as we move along. But the Daily Nation, some of the stories that are making headlines is protect our citizens, Kenya tells Tanzania. In a meeting led by Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, the government yesterday demanded answers from Tanzania on the fate of Kenyans who have been caught up in the post-election crisis, asking Dodoma to guarantee their safety and to take action against any infringement of their rights. And, you know, we are dealing with a country where the president said that the violence that the Tanzanians have seen since their elections was caused by Kenyans. So it's a little bit of a very shameful act of syndicated decline in democracy. And I say syndicated because we are seeing it across the region, you know, like when we look at the relationship of this the East African community countries, there's so many things to be said about what is not happening and what's not being done right. And unfortunately, it is at the expense of the lives of the East Africans themselves, that is inflicted by those that are in power, the custodians of power. And while you might think that this union should be able to bring us closer and together, you find that they are only uniting for the further deprecation and for the further oppression of the larger East African, the citizens of East Africa. So it's quite disheartening. Again, it's really quite disheartening. On the Daily Nation cover page, there's also a story about mourning Baba. Why grave visits will not end anytime soon. Yesterday we saw the compound of the late former Prime Minister Raila Odinga in Bondo. There was like a whole the top leaders went to condole with the family. It's still going to continue in a while, as the Daily Nation captures it right here. So please, again, grab your copy of the Daily Nation to get the scoop of what is happening there. But I have to tell you also, what's happening today is one of our comrades, AZ Cocktail. Now, during the last year's Mashujaa festival, he was unfortunately shot in his leg. And so he is putting together, or rather he has put together a show, a concert, if you may, called Shadows to Strength. And this is a story of resilience and how he has overcome. And all proceeds that will be raised from this concert that is happening today, yes, the 7th of November, from 1 p.m. all the way till 8 p.m. at the Baraza Media Lab in Industrial Area. Please come support if you can. Tickets are going for 3,000 even at the gate, so you still have some time to make your way there. Come and support a brother. Yeah, so yes, he was shot, and so all the proceeds are going towards raising funds for his hopefully his final surgery, so that he can at least get his leg fixed and everything else. And AZ Cocktail, for those who do not know, he's a renowned Kenyan poet and spoken word artist here, also hip hop artist in Kenya. He has given himself towards the work of activism as well, protest and resistance, and that's why he was even caught up in the protest that was happening last year at the Mashujaa festival. And so please come, let's support. If you cannot make it, but you would like to send in a little something to support him, please head out to his social media pages. That is AZEE Cocktail with a C on all platforms, and then the details I'm sure will be provided to you in one way or the other. We can also link on our description box down below how to get in touch with his team so that you can go and support a brother. And that leads us to the end of our news roundup. When we come back, I am going to get into conversation with Queen Gathoni. First of all, I'm so starstruck right now. I've been such a fan of her work since I saw her franchise that has sold over 22 times, sold out, Tomboya. And that is just one of her achievements. We are going to be having a conversation about her latest project, that is Free Me the Play. So stick around as we get to find out what that story is about. It's very heavy. Now I have to tell you, audience, viewer, listener, discretion is advised, because for the first time ever, she's stepping into the spotlight of her own story, telling the story from her own point of view. And the story is heavy because it's a story about surviving gender-based violence. And so what happens when love turns sour? That is the kind of conversation that we are going to be having with the one, the only Queen Gathoni. So please do not move a muscle. We'll be right back after this short music break. See you in a bit.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Na na na. Freshie, na na na. We all need somebody that call me, I will come running. Vako zako za samabane dada, zimeni bamba zaidi ya wale. Baby, I love the way you're going down. Ukicheza katitu tustikilunda, utapenda nikikuchezea kinanda. Mama, nitakulinda kama Wakanda forever. Marcelina, sweet Marcelina, is your name na inachizisha. nguvu yanzi muhana niko na wewe. Sitowaishu kwa moyo wangu na wewe. Umenipa pendo tangu jadi hadi wa leo. Tumevuka trabo nyingi tukiwa mavileo. Sasa wamefuata penzi letu kwa mitandao. Tumekuwa mfano wanatangaza kwa redio. Penzi letu limepita yote majaribio. Mambo yetu hayahusu ndewe wala sikio yo yo yo. Hata tukikula chapo ndondo bado love iko moto moto. Maneno tam tam na matendo bondo. Freshi
na ukicheza nitacheza,
freshi
na ukisonga nitasonga,
freshi karibia tusakate densi wacha ikuwe kesi. Na 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 na. Freshi
when nimekatililiwa menza, a superwoman and a wonder woman. Naspia ulipeleka wapi ma woman? Nataka to hunt, to hamerunta. Nataka wewe uko kambasam, bia mbili troublesome, toto painting kusota haramu. Anafanya Alejandro anataka bambam. Lakini uko na tabia weird, mfano Selena na Maria. Uongo, mkwaju plus bajia, mitam Sunday service lejo Maria.
freshi
Na ukicheza nitacheza,
freshi
na ukisonga nitasonga,
freshi karibia tusakate densi wacha ikuwe kesi. Na 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 na.
I know you didn't see this one coming. Alejandro had the band. Unajua ni moto, ni freshi. Karibia tusakate dance.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Imeweza na kakienda basi enda na. Imeweza na ukibebwa basi bebwa nayo. Kitu safi ende chain chain, mali safi ende chain chain. Kitu safi ende chain chain, mali safi ende chain chain. Wamlambez kaulimi nishakwa champez na imewacha kuwa siri. Ndio maana na vachain na machingri na squeezy. Hata ukikam na sansesi shikiki. Na daily niko biz na mabig fish wa jiji. Macheku sainiwa di kalamu ziandiki. Mawenki bao kuzibeba ni tizi. Na kaka nisa empty hakuna kasisi. Baadaye niko rienya ma drinks na mayengs. Banaye niko ding dona nikibleki 10. Sai siko right side itabidi nime left. Chupori venye ziko brother ni kazi. Imeweza na kakienda basi enda na. Imeweza na ukibebwa basi bebwa nayo. Kitu safi ende chain chain, mali safi ende chain chain. Kitu safi ende chain chain, mali safi ende chain chain. Mina machampes tuna pop ma champagne hadi mama ploti ana call ma sanse aki. Dani ni ma gunshot za bunde nani. Squeezy tumekafunga tukatupaki. Ndio maana mi udunga kamsumari na kitu imebaki ni kumea tu kitambi. Jundani ya walenje nina kambi ya ganji. Na squeezy sina rende nina gang ya wafuasi. Imeweza na kakienda basi enda na. Imeweza na ukibebwa basi bebwa nayo. Kitu safi ende chain chain, mali safi ende chain chain. Kitu safi ende chain chain, mali safi ende chain chain. Mini kama dread after nywele shaggy baby. Better and improve making power moves daily. Siku hizi siwezi lose chance niko rada deadly. Na kama movie ya Roma siwezi kosa pepe. Nipe rienga then nicheze kami. Na kamna my yanks na my drinks. Acha bashi benka speaker ya matri. Wakitete kiako there wambie call police. Imeweza na kakienda basi enda na. Imeweza na ukibebwa basi bebwa nayo. Kitu safi ende chain chain, mali safi ende chain chain. Kitu safi ende chain chain, mali safi ende chain chain.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Power Morning Drive show where you make your mornings count. I am your host, Anne Wanyoike, and you're listening into Power Radio where you tune in and power up. That is Chris Kaiga with Chain Chain, just playing right here on Power Radio. Now, remember, you can get in touch with us on our social media handles. Find us across all platforms. We are also streaming live on Twitter or X, depending. We're also streaming live on our YouTube channel, on our website. Please find us across all platforms. And if you want to get in touch with us directly, text in or call in, send us a voice note. The line is 0748379231 is where you can get us. Now, right into our conversation. I'm pretty stoked for this one. So Queen Gathoni is not a new name in Kenya's theatre space, not a new name in Kenya's, I think, performance art space, let's say that. But for maybe one or two of you who are cavemen and cavewomen who have just come back to civilization, you might not know who I am talking about, because I'm sitting with, theatre royalty, a maven in her own right. I would like her to introduce herself, and then we can get right into our conversation. So good to have you with us, Queen Gathoni.
Thank you for having me.
I am so starstruck. I am just praying that I will carry this interview towards the end. It's so good to have
fine.
you.
You're doing amazing.
I'll be fine. And look at us coordinating. Hey, listen, this is some queen business,
Yes,
some
it
queen,
is.
behavior.
Money green.
Yes. Yeah.
My name is Gathoni Kemoyo, or you can call me Queen Gathoni. You can find me on social media at Queen Gathoni on all platforms.
Right.
I am a theatre producer. I am a script writer. I am a producer off screen as well. I am an activist. I am a brand influencer. And I like to think of myself as a cultural change maker.
Cultural change maker. Yes. Ooh, thank you so much. What does a cultural change maker do?
So I have my eyes and ears on the ground of everything Kenyan culture, music, fashion, food, storytelling, film, theater. I want to know and I want to change how we consume those things, and the only way to do that is to have my eyes and ears on the ground. I love Kenyan culture, Kenyan stories, Kenyan music, Kenyan fashion. Those are some of the things that I consume on my daily life.
Right.
So if I'm consuming them, how am I also amplifying them, and how am I making people love them more?
Right.
We're in a world where, and in Kenya a lot, we like to consume things from the outside world.
Yeah.
But there's so much we have back at home that we're not consuming. So my job is to ensure I continue to tell Kenyan stories, but to also amplify the ones that are being told. Fashion, food, music.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. So, Free Me, the play.
Yes.
As you've rightfully said, that your job as a storyteller is to tell the stories of the Kenyan people. And for a long time, your work has been to tell the stories of other people. But this one is yet a very personal story that you're telling. So tell us a little bit about what Free Me is all about, and why you decided to step into your own story and tell it and own your own narrative.
So Free Me is a story about myself from when I was a teenage girl to now. But the biggest chunk of this story is my experience with gender-based violence. Over the years, and 15 to be precise, since I left, the numbers keep getting higher and higher. It's not changing. The narratives keep staying the same. The victim blaming is still loud and clear. How the media reports victims of abuse is so wrong. We still have so much work to do. And what work am I doing as a person who's been through abuse, if not amplify my story to be able to free other people?
Yeah.
So I'm stepping into my power and allowing myself to feel again and to tell my story through other actresses, but tell it in a way that is not, oh my God, I'm a victim, I can't breathe, And yet, for a lot of times when I was going through it, I couldn't breathe. And I know there's so many victims who don't know how to breathe in these situations or don't even know how to live. Telling this story is for myself to heal.
Wow.
It's to get this weight off my shoulders, but to also free other victims, but to also speak to abusers and to society, because I'm sure you know someone who's been abused. We all know someone who's been abused. We all know someone who's going through abuse. But we treat it with so much shame, and there's so much shame around victims. And that needs to stop. It needs to end. We need to hold victims with so much care, and we need to be deliberate about how we have conversations about abuse. Femicide cases are off the roof, you know. So I think there is an importance of telling this story now and in November, which is also going to be in a few weeks. We're going to have the 16 days of activism. And this is my activism. This is my way of going to the streets to say, stop this. This needs to change. How we report about victims needs to change. Abuse needs to stop. Women need to stop being abused. So there's no other way I'd rather do it than to tell my story.
You know, and I mean, it takes a lot of courage, right, to not only leave an abusive relationship, but also it takes a lot of courage to tell the story as you're telling. So for a woman who might be in the same situation that you have been through, where do they find the courage to leave? Where do they find the courage to not be ashamed, carrying, bearing the burden of shame that is not even theirs in the first place? So where do they find the courage to live and start kind of owning that story, because it's theirs to tell?
I'll speak for myself, because it's different for different victims. But I think one of the things you can do for yourself as a victim is go back to yourself, to love yourself, to start by saying, this is who I am. These are the things that I like. These are the things that I do not like. I do not like feeling like this. I do not want to feel like this anymore. And it's easier said than done, because abuse is a very lonely place. You barely have friends. You barely have people to talk to. So you only have yourself, and it's to yourself you must go back to be able to live or to be able to find yourself again. And it's not easy. I know how hard it is, because I was there and I tried a lot to leave, and it never looked like it was going to happen. But when it happened, there was no looking back. And I really wish to any victim who's watching, to any friend of a victim who's watching, and you've gotten to the end of the road and you're thinking, my friend needs to leave or she's going to die here. Let them know that it's possible. It's possible. The moment you learn to go back to yourself and to love yourself, then you're going to not accept things that are not love. Because abuse, and especially from partners, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, is that type of abuse paralyzes you, because that's a person you love and you wouldn't expect hurt from them. So the moment you allow yourself to go back to who you are and say, I do not want to feel like this anymore, that's the first step.
And so practically, so I look at it as, free me. This is a double-edged sword. The work of freedom is not just about leaving something that is not longer serving you, but it's intentionally getting into something that is higher than what you're coming from. And so what are some of these things that you have gotten into, that you have found a lot of freedom from, the things that you've gotten away from?
First of all, for me, I knew I wanted to be a great mother. And I knew I wasn't going to be a great mother while raising my child around violence. I'd have failed her. So to be able to mother my child to a teenager now is one of the things that I was really hoping to be able to do. The second thing is that I wanted to get back into storytelling and into the art scene. And I wasn't going to be able to do those things being in an abusive relationship because in this relationship, I was not allowed to work. I was not allowed to have friends, which means then I cannot put out any type of art, because to put out art means you're working with a community, you're working with people, and that was not allowed. So when I went back to myself and I knew the things that I wanted, the things I'd been dreaming about, and to get them meant living, but also honoring myself and saying, I'm going to get these things, I'm going to do these things, but the only way to do them is to choose myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Free Me. Why did you decide to call it Free Me? What's the title, the titling of it about?
So Free Me is a double entendre.
All right.
It's I am free, a free me, and free me from the violence. So it's a lot of times, even in our daily lives, at our jobs, we have things that are weighing us down, and it feels like we're tied down by so many things, in relationships, at work, friendships, a lot of things, family even. And Free Me is just being able to get everything off your shoulders and be able to walk light because you're free. So I'm hoping that besides the title, the working of the story from beginning to end, will you leave the auditorium feeling free, or feeling the urge to want to be free.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about what this process has been like for you, stepping into your own story. Like we said, you're used to telling other people's stories, but this time around you have centered yourself. Now, bring us along into the process. Has it been triggering? Because of course there are some scenes that I can just assume, there's some depiction of some violence that might maybe remind you of what you went through. Has it been triggering in that way? Has it been healing in some ways as well? So yeah, talk to us a little bit about how this experience of telling your own story has been like through since when you started doing it, Free Me.
So the heaviest part of production started in June, July. And June, July was bringing in the writers' team and putting the material together and handing it over to the writers so that they could start working on the script. I'd already spoken to the director. And then came the audio recording for So This Is Love with Jules.
Yeah.
And when it's been 15 years, you'd think that it won't affect you or it won't do anything to you. I can count the number of times I've cried throughout the process of the production. And sometimes it's not even from a place of pain. A lot of times my tears are from a place of how did I allow myself to go through this type of thing for so long, this type of pain for so long, and not walk away? How did I just allow the first time to become the second time to become the 10th time, So it's very healing, I have to say. It's very healing. It's very cathartic, especially because I'm not on stage. Other people are going to play me.
Yeah.
And so to hear those words being read out by different actresses and to hear Mugambi's way of translating the story so that, well, it still belongs to me, it's an art piece, has been very humbling, but it's quite emotional, I must say.
Yeah. Oh, we are so sorry for that. Yeah. Oh, goodness. In a world where especially women are much so banished from the power of their own voices and the power of their own stories, how have you found power and reclaimed back your power through telling your own story and also owning it?
Well, I'm a very stubborn person.
We love a stubborn queen.
I'm a very stubborn person, and I'm a very big believer that I will get whatever I want. And the moment walking away from that relationship freed me and opened my eyes to things that I didn't know I was before. And I can just sit at home and say, I'm not ready to do this show, but who's supposed to do it? Who is supposed to do it? The world is led by the people who are afraid but still go ahead to lead or to do things. So by telling this story, I'm not just reclaiming my power, but I'm giving power to every other victim who's stuck or who has left and is scared of speaking up, or who has left and has all of this shame they carry and it's not even theirs to carry.
Yeah.
It's my responsibility. I'm out, I'm free. It's my responsibility to ensure that every other woman, every other girl does not think it's okay and has to believe that it's not okay to be violated in a relationship.
Yeah. How do we mainstream or I guess move away from narratives of, like, for example, self-blaming? I've had a lot of women blaming themselves, like, oh my goodness, like, it's my fault, it's my fault, it's my fault. Narratives of stigmatizing the survivors, right? You know, narratives of perpetrators always kind of being preserved because they are the ones in power. Unfortunately, men are the custodians of power in our society because we do live in a patriarchal society as well. So, you know, all these narratives, very harmful and dangerous narratives, how do we deconstruct one? And I say deconstruct because people don't necessarily even know that it is wrong, for example, to walk around internalizing the shame or internalizing the blaming yourself for this thing. So one, how do we deconstruct such narratives? But also, how do we rewrite the narrative so that we are placing emphasis on holding the perpetrators accountable and not pacifying them or sanctifying them, and also empowering the survivors, you know?
So there's three parts, and I'll start with the most problematic one because older women, unfortunately, are the biggest babysitters of patriarchy. Because older women will tell you marriage ni kuvumilia. That's basically
so many times.
That's basically babysitting patriarchal beliefs. Because part of my journey was that when I wanted to leave, the conversation I had with older women who were brought to talk to me was, you're leaving because your husband beats you. Si tulipigwa na tukakaa tu. You know, so they've normalized it. So there's that part that needs to end. Then there's the part where our leadership, Kenyan leadership, awards very mannerless men. It awards.
Speak on that.
Yeah, like when you look at it, anyone who is in parliament even today, pull out their name and their track record. There's a case of abuse. There's a case of something there. There's a case of something there, and that needs to change as well. The people we bring into parliament have to be people who actually care and want to fight for the better of society and for the better and safety of women. But they cannot do that if they're also part of the people who harm women. Yes, so there's that as well. Then down to the other part is teaching at home. We have to teach children. We have to teach boys. We have to teach girls the importance of safety, the importance of consent, the importance of being your brother's keeper. Because I feel like we're a lot of older people, by the time your frontal lobe is developing 25 and above, a lot of people think they know, and there are not a lot of people who want to remain teachable. So you can't just start saying, Anne, I want you to stop going there. I want you to stop doing this thing that you've been doing all of your life. But if we teach the younger generation and we change the younger generation, then the next generation that's coming can be a generation that can change. But if you're a boy who grows up in a house where you see your dad beat up your mom, you're going to think that's okay. And so the next time you're the one who's becoming a husband, you think that beating your wife is okay. But if you learn from the get-go that the person you love is supposed to be protected, to be taken care of, to be all of these things, your friends, your female friends, your male friends, you can be able to hold them accountable and you grow up as good people, then it's not difficult to change.
Yeah.
The media also has a very big role in changing how we look at victims, because when you say man kills woman after she eats fair, you're perpetuating that she deserved to die because this man sent her money.
Yes.
And she used it and not for fair.
Yeah.
When you say man kills woman after finding her talking to another man, you're perpetuating that it's okay for this woman to be killed because they were talking to someone else. So the way we report on violence and abuse has got to change for the safety of victims.
Right.
Yeah.
I want us to touch a little bit about your work as an activist, and I know you as an activist, of course, a big chunk of your work is resistance, right? A big chunk of your work is protest, right? So how do you merge theater and activism?
So theater, first of all, is activism. It's the oldest version of activism, and especially even in this country. When you look at the work, people like Ngugi wa Thiong'o did. When you look at every other play, even coming to Too Early for Birds, all of that is activism. And theater for a long time has been the space where people can go and be loud and bold and entertaining and educating. So there isn't one without the other. In fact, theater is activism. Yeah.
Wow. Did you find this far along in your journey into, as into the performance arts space, or right from inception you knew that you were going to be an activist in the industry?
First of all, I feel like activism finds you in this country by force.
Oh, talk to us about it. Did we not all go to the streets last year?
And even this year.
Yeah.
But my journey started on TV as a scriptwriter and then as an actress.
Yeah.
And then in 2017, I found theater through Abu and Gatia and never looked back. 8 years later, it has been one of the things that has opened my eyes to the truth about my country, my people, the things we need to change, the things we need to do, the things we need to grow, the infrastructures that need to be put in place, the systems that need to be put in place. I have only been able to find those things and in clarity through theater.
Wow.
Yeah. So I did not know that I knew I loved community work. I knew I loved my community. I knew I loved entertainment.
Yeah.
But I didn't know where it was going to lead me. But I've been an activist, or I have been going to the streets to champion and to want a better Kenya for 12 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, for 12 years now. So it's been there, and now connecting it to my art is a perfect way.
Perfect marriage.
Yeah.
So in I think I don't remember, but anyway, even as we talk about your space in activism, I'll tell you my own story, and we can banter a little bit about it. So there's freedom on a personal level, right? And even just going back to Free Me, the play, there's freedom on a personal level, the freedom of, right now my biggest one is financial freedom. I want the money.
Me too.
Give me the money. You too. Same.
Yeah.
I want freedom to be free. I don't have to. I'm always walking on edge as a woman. Would it be so nice to just go strolling a street at night without feeling
go for a night run.
Exactly. My friend spent some 3 months in Rwanda, and she was telling me that's the norm in Rwanda. Apparently it's a very safe country.
It is.
And I was like, hata sijasikia vibaya.
Anyway, but there's cops at every corner in Kigali. There's every few meters you'll find a policeman.
So maybe that's why.
Right.
So there's many aspirations, and unfortunately freedom is an aspiration when we live in this world. Yet it should be synonymous with just existing, right?
Yeah.
So there's freedom on a personal level, but there's also freedom on a state level, or like this big picture things. Like now we are talking about systemic issues in this country, like corruption and yada finance bills, sijui nini nini. So when you look at the work of freedom and what you're trying to vouch for, even with this play, for somebody who might, because it's something that I really, really think about all the time. And I think I'm a little bit guilty to say that I want freedom on a personal level, but I also know that there's a bigger responsibility to fight for the freedom of others on these systemic and big picture issues. Right. So what the juxtaposition between these two realities, how do you deal with that?
When it comes to freedom, I like to quote one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
Reverend Pastor Joya. Yes.
Yes.
And Joya was talking about, and this is on personal freedom, and he was talking about his relationship with his wife and men and freedom, and how it's, if a woman is married or if a woman is under a man, then they need to ask for permission. They need to, they're basically not free. And he asks, the freedom you're giving to this woman, who gave it to you? Where did you get it from? The freedom does not belong to you to give to your woman. Freedom belongs to all of us. And I think the bigger picture about being free from all of the things that we want as a country starts from the leaders we choose.
Yeah.
Shout out to New York for getting Zoran Mamdani as a mayor, because when we speak about leadership and a leadership that's going to free not just the systems but the people, Zoran is one of the people that I'm looking with all of my eyes to see where he takes New York.
Okay.
But to be able to choose people who actually are for the cause, are for the country. I saw a news piece the other day, I think it was yesterday, of these government officials who were found with money in the house. Bags and bags of money, notes. Like, what are you doing with that amount of money?
Yeah.
In your house?
Wow.
You're the person we're looking up to free us financially, to make the systems work. But we're not going to achieve that freedom because you're literally holding it in your house. The movement of money and circulation of money in the country is quite low at the moment because of things like those. So having leaders who actually are in for the good of the people and not for the good of their stomachs is one of the ways we're going to achieve freedom.
With
Watu wachukue kura.
In fact, this is your camera. Ebu, address them.
Kura, wacheni mchezo.
Hey.
Kenya is going down the drain and we're playing. Please get your voters' cards. We need to change Kenya in 2027.
Correct.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. A storyteller, your main job is telling stories. There's many stories to be told. I'm curious to find out, how do you decide to tell the stories that you tell? Because I'm sure even walking down the street right now, you can just see somebody walking in a funny way and you'll be like, by the way, that is a story. And I don't know who said this. I can't remember. There's a very famous quote that at the end of the day, we all become stories. I don't know who said this. I will look for
we're all stories.
Yeah, we are
all
all stories.
Day, we're all stories.
Yeah.
Any scriptwriter will tell you they have so many ideas of stories. Either they've written and not completed, written, completed, and not shot or staged. I am one of them.
Okay. Speaking for a friend.
I'm speaking for a friend. Because, for example, the number of shows I wrote during the pandemic when I was just in the house, if I could just put all of them out, then I probably would rest in 2050. But the stories, Kenyan stories, Kenya is so rich with stories. Beyond just Kenyan history, and Kenyan history has some of the richest stories. But beyond Kenyan history, when we look at our everyday lives, when I look at some of the shows I've worked on for screen, for example, like Machachari. Machachari was a show that was relatable for a lot of families.
Oh, our whole childhood.
Yes, yes.
I feel
And,
so seen.
Yes.
Thank
so,
you.
I think where the journey of saying we need to tell this story is actually neither here nor there. The biggest thing we need to do is that the market is ready, the people are ready. We need to tell more stories. It's time for everything. It's time for everything. It's time to be able to see ourselves in the stories that are told.
Yeah.
And that's also one of the things that's going to happen in Free Me.
Right.
You will see yourself from when you were a teenager to into your adult life.
Right.
The gender-based violence part of the story is more pronounced because it's a heavy part of the story.
Yeah.
But there are other parts of the story that exist of me being a teenage girl and the stupidity and naivete of a teenage girl. And a lot of people will be able to see themselves there.
Yeah.
In my 20s, the Gathoni of her 20s, you'll be able to see yourself there as a 20-year-old, all the way to the now. So it's the gender-based violence part is heavy and it's catchy to a lot of people, but there's so many other aspects of the story that will bring us to this main story.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder how many evolutions you have had to go through, even as you explore your inner workings as a woman, as a human, as a Kenyan, as an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many actually.
Yeah.
So many. And to be human is to evolve. To live is to evolve. Because when I look at the things I was as a teenage girl and as a girl in my 20s, in my 30s, and now in my 40s.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Wait, ngoja kwanza. Hii tenda. Munatoanga wapi hii tenda ya kufanya 40-year-olds kukaa 20-year-olds? Excuse me.
It's just my parents. It's the good genes.
The good, where can we sign up? Ni God manze. Oh wow.
But yeah, it's I want people to come into the auditorium and leave and feel like they've felt part of themselves. Whether you're a man or a woman, you will sit through this story, and besides the gender-based violence part, you will see yourself in a lot of these parts of my life. Yeah.
Who do you write for? Who do you produce for? What is like your target audience, even with this Free Me?
The first person I produce for is myself.
Yeah.
If I cannot entertain myself, if I do not inspire myself, then it's useless. And then I produce for Kenyans and core Kenyans. You know, I'm a Kenyan storyteller who is madly in love with this country.
Wow.
So I
need a lesson or two on how to get there.
You could never make me hate Kenya.
Wow.
But the politicians,
oh my God. It's a whole other conversation.
A whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But Kenya is a lovely country. We have so many beautiful spaces, so many beautiful parts of the country.
Yeah.
And the people are actually really lovely.
Yeah.
It's just the political side of the country.
It's
if that could work, Kenya would actually be
just
such
like
a high
dreamy.
achiever. It would be dreamy because
yeah.
everything works out for us.
Correct.
Like we have good weather. We have amazing fruits. We have great food.
I don't know any
have
other country
landscapes.
who has Queen Gathoni. We have that. We have Queen Gathoni, right? You know?
But I tell stories for Kenyans.
Yeah.
This story belongs to every Kenyan between the age of 13 to 50. And I say 13 to 50 because there's a conversation between 40 to 50-year-olds that you're too old. So you have to build your own world to exist in. You're not acceptable for, say, a cool job. And when I say a cool job, say an advertising agency, unless the advertising agency is yours. Say a radio show. It's the younger generation, and rightfully so. But there's a demographic here that looks like it's forgotten. And I would like to tell stories for them as well. But I also tell stories for the upcoming generation to know that it's possible to do these things. It's possible to live in your truth and your power, and it's possible to walk away from the things that you do not like or the things that are harming you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautifully said. I think that's a great place to take our first breather right here on the Power Morning Drive. We are in conversation with the one, the only, illustrious Queen Gathoni. We are talking about many things, including freedom from gender-based violence and what that conversation should look like, change of narratives as well with her upcoming play. She will tell us all the details of how to get your tickets at the end of our show this morning. For now, let's jump into a short music break. We come back and we continue with our discussion. Please keep it tuned in to Power Radio. Be right back after this.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Maisha ina stress but sitachoka. Manake mimi staya mimi nyota. Mungu peke ndio mimi nitaogopa. Get back cause unachoma choma choma choma. Daily na meremeta, form yangu ni kutesa. Usikol kama si pesa, bade najipeleka. Inaselela, dombola, mandem and lose composure. We catch flies, not feelings. They ought to dance for ceiling. Don't waste my time, don't miss my energy. Don't kill my vibe, don't mess my energy. Let's say goodbye, just fly around with me. Let's spend some time, just spend some time with me. Feeling important, feeling like something is coming all over me. Feel like a soldier, feel like I'm going to war with the enemy. I've gotten older, I'm very comfortable with my identity. It's never over, I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm willing. I'm feeling hypnotized, I'm feeling like a child. I need to realize, I'm feeling so alive. I take off my disguise, and I get myself the prize. I don't mean to be shy, all I can do is try. Don't waste my time, don't miss my energy. Don't kill my vibe, don't mess my energy. Let's say goodbye, just fly around with me. Let's spend some time, just spend some time with me. Some people search and seek until they find the light. Some people think that everything they think is right. Some people don't believe in peace, they want to fight. Some people not my type, some people not the vibe. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa. Shida yetu yote tatuliwa, maisha yetu imebarikiwa. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa. Shida yetu yote tatuliwa, maisha yetu imebarikiwa.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Wagwan Nairobi, y'all know what it is. We've got 5 mics on track. We're about to tell you what's taking over.
Yeah, feel the heat when we come through Party Nation. Sexy people around me, Party Nation. All of them and them looking so fly. Sexy girl, them wiggle and wine. On your feet, boogie and grind. MDQ, baby girl, one time.
Hivi sisi ufanyaga, si ndio show si upataga. Si kwenye flow upundo uwaga, shampemo mpaka tunamwaga. Remember, ukuni matanga, boss lady, mimi ndo semanga. Na wapanga, muda na wachanga. Mko nje mkisota mkimanga manga. Mi
J's on my feet. Inyaga, ride on the beat. Tazama, I'm a hot tip, black butter on the ride.
Asiyevuzwa na mamaye, afuzwa na ulimwengu. Wacha tupatane pataye, mbeleni mtatufahamu. Hatutakoma, hatuchoki, kuwapikia tu matamu. Mazuri twakupa kama kawaida, twazidi kutisha, hiskwani ya bala.
Yeah, feel the heat when we come through Party Nation Squad. Sexy people around me, Party Nation Squad. All of the man them looking so fly. Sexy girl them wiggle and wine. On your feet, boogie and grind. Cabra, let me hear you say.
Ish bana, niko gauge sana, safi sana. Ati leo hakuna kulala, Fena Mayonde, Modhoni drama queen, Blinky Bigagwe, you know kama kawaida it's typical. Confidential, bad man jump again, do again. Happy mention, squad up, congregate. Confidential, bad man jump again, do again. Happy mention, squad up, congregate.
Yeah, feel the heat when we come through Party Nation Squad. Sexy people around me, Party Nation Squad. All of the man them looking so fly. Sexy girl them wiggle and wine. On your feet, boogie and grind. Blicky bill, on the beat one time.
Stack it some billy. I'm really tryna make a milli. Any track I kill it. And the girls they feel it. I really wanna get down low. Weak bit tough, gonna get down low. Squad is back with the heat for sure. Dance floor lit with the beat I know. See the people out here side by side. Vibe is right because we do it right. Getting there, so I will take my time. Never late, cause this is Kenyan time. Yeah. Okay. Now who taking over?
Who's taking over? The East taking over. The East taking over. Nairobi taking over. Nairobi taking over. Squad taking over. Squad taking over.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking around with us. This is the Power Morning Drive Show with me, Wanyoike. Yes, this is where you make your mornings count. And thank you so much for taking the time to cruise with us all the way till 10 in the AM. Let me take a couple of comments here that I can see from my listeners. Hunadi Mawasha is saying, nice songs, interesting songs. I love the beats, even though I don't understand the language, but nice music you are playing this Friday morning. And she was asking, he or she, I can't tell, was asking what time the guest speaker will be speaking. I guess right now she's right way into our conversation. So thank you so much. If you have a question for Queen Gathoni, please do so. And we will be sure to read that out and she will be in a position to answer as well. I want us to talk a little bit about streaming and the industry, right? Now shows, consumption of shows it has changed with streaming platforms. For example, the Showmaxes and the Netflixes, right? Yeah. Do you foresee a future or even a present where theater place, to be specific, the platform of consumption will change into streaming? And are you worried about if at all that becomes the future of how we consume? Because there's nothing as being in the room when the play is going on. It's so magical being in the room.
Yeah. First of all, change doesn't scare me.
No, okay.
I mean, as a stubborn person, of course, change is gonna upset me.
Correct.
I'm not just gonna go and accept everything that's coming my way. But my thing is that I'm a very big believer that the art we make must have an audience that consumes it. And if there's an audience to consume the theater plays on streaming platforms, that's an even bigger win. Because it means that if, for example, now when I'm staging Free Me, it means I'm targeting 4,000 audience members to come and see a show, Friday to Sunday, 5 shows. That's barely scratching the surface.
Yeah.
If on my Instagram I have 28,000 followers, it means all 28,000 of them are not in Nairobi. So if only say 1,000 are in Nairobi, I've only catered for the 1,000 in Nairobi.
Correct.
So the 27,000 who are interested in watching the show would need somewhere else to watch it. So if theater is gets to a point where we are able to stream, that's quite the big win. And it's possible because there's a page I follow called the National Theatre, and when the pandemic happened, they had this campaign called Theatre at Home, and they had all their plays that were on stage previously and at the time, and people could not watch. Go to the auditorium to watch. And they had them on screen. They had them on Prime. They had them on Hulu. They had them on different platforms for people to watch the plays.
Wow.
And they were shot for on screen. Because I think also when we do live events and streaming events, and especially in Kenya, a lot of times we're recording the event to record for the audience that's already there, and forget the technicalities and the systems that govern for on screen. And a good example with this is like the Chan tournament. The closing ceremony was filmed, and it was a beautiful streaming, but it was only shot for the audience that was in the stadium, and the people who were watching at home had to struggle with sound because the sound design was not catered for the audience at home. So if those are things that can actually happen for theater, it would be even bigger. It would mean more income, people caring more for theater, because when you compare TV and theater, for example, or on screen and on stage, the disparity is so big. People are not going to theater as hard as they're going to concerts. People are not leaving their house to go to auditoriums as hard as they sit on their couches to watch Netflix or to binge on their favorite shows. So we need the people to give theater the same importance they give TV shows and music concerts, because theater is actually the backbone of entertainment.
Wow.
Theater does a lot of things. It's not just a lot of people think about theater, they think drama festival.
Yes.
and I think that's one of the things that's something we really need to break, because the drama festivals you saw in high school and what happens in stage plays in Kenya do not compare. They're two different worlds. A lot of people also don't know this, but theater gives you some of the best actors you've ever seen on screen. In Hollywood, Broadway has raised some of the biggest stars, and some of the biggest stars will still go back to stage, and they're dying to go back to stage because there's a thing stage does to you as an actor that TV will never be able to do.
What is that thing? You being from both worlds.
First of all, the fact that you have your live audience right there, and the moment you do your scene, you don't have a take back. TV, film, you can cut and say, let's do it again. Let's wait for the light to pass. Let's wait for the airplane to pass. No. If we're in the middle of a line and you forget your line, you have to figure out how to fill in the gap so that the next person can be able to say their line. Like the artistry and confidence that grows around theater artists does not compare to anything else.
Right.
Theater is where some of the best talent is born. And even for Free Me, one of the things that we've done that is so unconventional, half of the cast are TV actors. And for them, and for most of them, this is going to be their first
Theater.
stage. Yes.
Wow.
It's going to be their first theater
Yeah.
appearance. And what this is going to do for them is actually sharpen their skill compared to where they are right now. And they're quite talented. But the things theater is about to do for them as artists, they're not ready.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
It always sort of works the other way around. You know, I know people that have gotten from theater and now they go into film. But was it intentional for you to have people in film coming back to theater?
Yes, it was very intentional. In fact, the idea initially when I was giving the director the brief was that I wanted a cast of people who are not known. Yes.
Okay.
Because we have to be the people who are creating stars. Stars are created.
Right.
If we're going to keep relying on the big names, we're never going to grow the industry. If we're going to would rather have one big name.
Yeah.
Or I'd rather have a cast of people who are not known, but they're talented enough. My job as the producer is to ensure that we market this show as hard as possible so that you get to know these people who are on stage and care about the work that they've done.
Yeah.
And if you see, say, for example, like one of the actresses, Renee Gishoke, who plays 16-year-old me, when you see her, you probably have never seen her before, but she's been on the latest MTV Sugar.
Okay.
But when you see her on stage and the power that she has when she does her lines or when she plays her part, the next time you see a poster that has her name on it, you'll want to go and see because you already know that her work is good.
Yeah.
And that's how we build stars, and that's how we continue to advance the industry.
Yeah.
By having the audience trust that, oh, I don't know this actor, but they're talented enough to make me spend my coin to see their work. Yeah.
I love that. There's something so refreshing. I think you are innovating the space, quite honestly. I mean, that's why she's the producer of the year, guys. I'm just saying. Right. But even speaking about Renee Gishoke, now that you are here, I was going to ask you about the cast. What about her leaped for you when she did the audition and you were like, this is the one that I want to play me?
First of all, full disclaimer, I had nothing to do with the casting.
Oh, I just assumed.
All I did was give the director a ready script.
All right.
A synopsis.
Okay.
I was like, this is what the story is going to be. And as a creative producer, I might... As a person who writes scripts and tells stories, sometimes I have the feeling of wanting to meddle in the selecting
affairs
of the cast.
Yes.
But I like to remind myself where my boundary is. Like, I'm here to produce the cast that I'm going to be given by the director. And I trust the director to choose correctly.
Yeah.
So when... he finally did because we did tapes. People sent in audition tapes.
Okay.
So when he shortlisted the last 10, he called me and said, I'd like us to go through the last 10 that I have so that we can call them up. But these 5 stand out. And then there's these 5 that I'd really want to still have on the show, but we can only take 5. So we can deliberate, but for me, these are the 5 that I want.
Okay.
And I think actually the character we struggled, or I can't call a struggle, but the character that had 4 different outstanding actresses that were like... They're all so good.
You were suffering from success.
We were suffering from success.
Good problems.
The role that is going to be played by Joan Cherono had 4 different actresses that were so good and powerful.
Yeah.
And we just sat there maybe for like 40, 50 minutes deliberating and deciding, okay, fine, we have the 4.
Yeah. Now who?
But for this one, we don't know who we're going to pick, but we eventually managed to pick Joan.
Yeah.
But the first 4 were entirely Mugambi's work. I had nothing to do with it.
Shout out to Mugambi.
Yes.
Mugambi
Director of the year.
Listen, director.
2 years in a row.
High
2 years in
rollers.
a row.
Wacha niwaambie nyinyi. Aki, by the way, you are not one of us. Timu kubwa hapa.
Yes.
Just leaning into producer instincts. I mean, what are you looking for when you're looking for a cast that will carry the story? What does it take? How do you identify that this is the one? And there's something about them. What is that instinct that you kind of count on?
I think one of the things that I count on is the love for the craft. The love for the work.
Yeah.
The love for wanting to advance the craft. And just sitting with them and hanging out with them and seeing where they've been, the things they consume, the plays they attend, the things they actually attend. Because it's one thing to be an actress, an actor in this country, or an artist in this country, and not attend the things that are happening in your world. So you just sit and wait for the next script or the next director to call you. But as an actress, as an artist, as any type of artist, it's important that you're aware of your surrounding, of the infrastructure, of the environment, of the things that are being produced, whether it's music, plays, TV shows, films, all of those things. And to be able to consume and to see the work of other great artists in Kenya helps you to elevate your craft as well. So for me, a person who cares about their craft and wanting to be better as an artist is one of the things that I look out for.
Wow.
To be talented as an actor is a blessing. But there is to be able to work that blessing to become an even greater actor. Makes you a cut above the rest.
Wow. Love that. So you did mention that you're a mom?
Yes.
To a daughter or a son?
A daughter.
A daughter.
Yes.
So I'm sure she will be in the audience, will she? Are you going to allow her?
Spoiler alert.
Yes.
she'll be a surprise act on the play as well. Yes.
So when you think about what this play means, and then you think about your daughter, being now as we have known that she's going to be a part of telling the story that you survived for, I mean, of course, one of the things you told me earlier on is that you wanted to survive so that you can be a present mom and an empowered mom for her. What does it do for you that she gets to see what it means to survive and get her to be even a part of telling this story that is going to be so liberating for most or for many women that get to maybe be in the audience?
So first of all, when I decided to do this show, I was very scared for her because the way of the African society is that we keep secrets. Where families have serious secrets. There's so many things you've learned as an adult
about
family
your
law.
Family. Oh, the family law.
And you're like,
excuse me, what? Like, I just found out I'm half Tanzanian.
See? Like
after the election, guys, like it's not even funny.
It doesn't need to get there, you know. We don't have to, and I think there's ways to have conversations about family. In Kikuyu, there's a saying that says "Misi ni dogo." And until you actually grow up and realize what it means to say, to have that say.
Which for our international audience,
it's homes are smoke. Basically. And homes are smoke and smoke will go everywhere. Sometimes it will get into this room and all of us are coughing and crying.
Correct.
And sometimes all we need to do is open the window and
just
there'll be fresh air, and we can breathe. And for me, having to tell this story also meant that in some way I was painting a bad picture or a bad light to her dad. So there was that fear because those types of conversations are kept secret until when your child is maybe 25, 26.
Correct.
Is when they start to get fragments of what the truth about why you left is. So I'm like, I'm going against the grain of what my society and my people do. But also I need this story out there, and the only way to tell it is also to have a conversation with my daughter first. And then tell it. And then she can understand for the questions I know she has, because she'll be 16 in January.
Yeah.
She's about to start asking difficult questions.
Correct.
And for her to understand that I didn't just throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
It was something that almost killed me.
Oh man.
So it's freeing, actually. It's very freeing to be able to hold her hand and have these conversations with her.
Yeah.
And for her to also understand that she never has to accept abuse from anyone in any way at any point in her life.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a blessing. It's been a blessing to raise her and to have her in the journey of rehearsals and writing. She's been there. She's been seeing what's happening.
Yeah.
To consult her even as we make content for pushing the show.
Love that.
Because I'm telling stories for girls her age, boys her age. And if I am not able to entertain her or to grasp her attention right at home, then I won't be able to. Yes.
Gets lost in translation.
Yeah.
Now we are here to talking about a play, but the broader conversation also from play to policy. And I wonder, because there's a lot of work also happening. For example, with shout out to Njeri Migwi,
yes.
Pawa woman there, doing a lot of work in the rehabilitation or just in the work of creating safe spaces for women that have survived gender-based violence. But there's so much more that needs to happen. So when and perhaps it's unfair to even ask you this question because you're an artist and your work is to tell a story, but I wonder whether you think about the cross-cutting issues, policy issues to be precise. Like, how do we move from we will be there, watch the play, but also deeper policy issues? And I wonder, are you talking to government? Are you talking to policymakers? Are you talking to stakeholders to ensure that this conversation moves from a play to commitment and to transformation through policy issues? I don't know where that you're with that. I don't know where you are with all that.
So like I've said, theater is activism.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to tell a story like this one of mine and not think about policy, no matter how much you ignore it. Because since I did the live recording of the So This Is Love podcast, to announcing the show, to the conversations I've been having on my social media, at least every day, every 2 days, there's someone in my DMs who is going through it. People have sent me pictures of their violation. People have sent me long messages after they've left an abusive marriage or relationship. Women my age, women younger. And the only thing I have had in my head since this started happening was, then what next? Because telling my story is one thing. And then, because when we close the curtains and the lights go off. And then what? There are people in my DMs who are telling me, I'm bringing my friend who's actually stuck in an abusive relationship. And I hope it's going to help her see the light. So from all of these conversations, I'm on the table with different policymakers about the Free Me Foundation, which is something I'm working on. So the Free Me Foundation is going to build a community for survivors. And it's a few things. It's when we say leave, not everybody can leave, because where do you go to? I'm lucky I had parents who took me back without even thinking about it. Like they got me back home.
Bless them.
I say after I left when my child was 6 months old, but between giving birth into getting back to myself, it took me at least 3 years to recover from postpartum depression and depression itself. So to be able to even recover, or to know that you're unwell mentally, requires some type of comfort and love and to be seen and providence, because when I was leaving, I had not a shilling to my name, but I went straight home and my parents provided for me, raised me and raised my child. And a lot of victims do not have that. So safe houses are a conversation we must have. Work for women who leave. And for a lot of victims, you realize that one of the things that also holds them back is that I have a child, I have no job. My abuser is the provider. So
that
you're asking
Stockholm
me to
syndrome.
leave. Yes. So you're asking me to leave and go where and do what? So countrywide, we need safe houses. We need an infrastructure that's able to hire these women. And if they do not have any type of education, we need to be able to have built things that can be able to teach them other type of ways to earn money. If it's learning how to do makeup, how to do nails, how to do hair, if there's any other thing you're talented in, how that can be grown so that you can continue to grow yourself, but be able to provide for yourself. So these conversations are happening, and I hope the community that I'm building with Free Me can finally get us to the other side of the conversation of freedom, of victims being safe.
We hope so too. We really hope so too. And thank you so much for taking it a notch higher. You know, to getting your hands dirty to the actual issues. You're talking about community, and I wonder, what does it take to build communities where, you know, support is socialized within the people that are going through this, and actual communities, because there's performative community building. We're like, oh my god, we're part of a community. But like, when it comes down to the actual work, there's nobody to be there for you. So what is a skill and the competence for building actual non-performative communities?
I think one of the things and the first and only things is honesty. That we're honest that this is the problem that we have. These are the people having the problem, and this is how we solve the problem. Because, and especially with community work and performative community work in the end, goes on to benefit a few people and the rest are thrown away.
Correct.
Violence is not a class issue.
Wow.
Violence happens to the richest of people and to the poorest of them all. When we come together as a woman who's been abused from a slum to a woman who's been abused from a suburban side, we've all gone through the same pain. We might not, you might be crying in a Range Rover and I'm crying on a boda boda, but we're both crying. When we both die from the abuse, or when our abuser kills us, we're both, it doesn't matter where we come from, we're both dead. And we're a statistic of the abuse. So it's important that the community we create is not classist. It's not, it's just for the suburban girls. It's just, no, it's for the abused women. It's for the survivors. It's a home and a space that is going to hold the hands of women who are lost, who are scared, who are shamed, who are lonely. Because there's so much pain, loneliness, and shame around gender-based violence. And the only way to combat that is to come together.
We have almost come to the end of our show today. So we have been spending the past 1 hour just laying the foundation up to this moment to just tell you that you need to come and see and be part of Free Me. But Gathoni is going to look at this camera and she will tell us why you need to be there, how do we get tickets, where is it going to happen, and what you can look forward when you come to be a part of Free Me. Let's go. Take it away.
So I'm staging a play based on my lived experience with gender-based violence. The play is going to happen on the 28th, 29th, and 30th of November. 3 days, 5 shows happening at the Jane Bhavan Auditorium in Loresho. Tickets are 2,500 and you can find the tickets on mook.com.
All right.
Yes.
We will be there. Make sure you'll be there.
Yes.
Queen Gathoni.
Yes.
I have come to the end of this conversation without palpitations and whatnot because of how starstruck I was. But thank you so much for the work that you do. I was telling you when we were starting how I'm still reeling from Tomboya. Like, what? It's incredible.
Yeah.
We sat through, I think it was 4 hours.
4 hours,
yeah,
yes.
4 hours straight. And I was like, when is it staging next? Because I will come again and again.
There are more stories. You have to allow other stories to be told.
You told me this,
Yes,
and my heart was like heartbroken. But it's fine.
There are more entertaining stories.
Yeah.
And Kenyan stories are not about to run out.
Are you exploring some other ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come watch Free Me.
Yes.
And we'll tell you when the next one is coming.
I will be there.
Yes.
Woo, we will be there. But Queen Gathoni, as we end our conversation today,
yes,
your parting shot. There's so many things we've talked about, but close it all up with one powerful parting shot as the powerful woman that you are. Yeah.
That's such a, oh my God, such a big shoe to wear.
Yeah.
But give Kenyan theatre a chance. You won't regret. Yes.
Ivo too. Put that on a t-shirt. Hey, listen, we are going to see you in Loresho. Please buy your tickets. We are putting all the details on our description box below. So you do not have an excuse. Yes. If you have planned to get married on the time that these shows are going to be there, please cancel your wedding. I don't know what to tell you.
Worth it.
It is worth it. Cancel your wedding, cancel your birthday, cancel your vacation.
Come celebrate with us.
And celebrate with us. You can get married afterwards, okay? Please, when your spouse tells you why you did not marry them, tell them and Wanyoike and Queen Gathoni told you that you need to be at the show.
Yes.
You know? That's it. Thank you so much for the privilege of your time.
Thank you.
If I can be there for all the 3 shows, I will be there.
Yes.
Yes.
5 of them.
Oh, it's 5. It's 5.
2
Sorry.
shows on Saturday and 2 shows on Sunday.
Okay.
Yes,
5
but
of them.
Friday is opening night.
Okay. Yes. Got it. Miss Ina la ziada. Thank you so much.
Asante sana.
Yes, sir. We are out, guys. Have yourself a fantastic Friday. I will see you on Monday. For now, it's a goodbye. Thank you so much for everybody that was able to tune in to the Friday edition of the Power Morning Drive Show. We do this for you. And so I will see you next Monday, and I will be having such an illustrious producer also, and so you make sure that you will be here with us to talk about the things that we shall be talking about. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Again, remember, today, please join us at the Shadows to Strength show by the one and only comrade AZ Cocktail. He's putting together a show to raise funds for his hopefully final surgery. So last year during the Mashujaa Love Festival, he was shot in the leg, and Ezekiel he's given himself away to the work of activism, and so he was shot in the leg, and he's been having some health challenges, and so Shadows to Strength really is coming together to support him, to go raise funds so that he can get his treatment for the love of this nation, for the love of this country. Please come through today at the Baraza Media Lab, the one in industrial area. The gates open from 1 p.m. Show continues all the way till 8 in the p.m. Let's support a brother, okay? I'll be there. Please make sure you'll be there. All right, it's a goodbye for now. Stay tuned for other shows coming through, and have yourself a very, very fantastic weekend. See you on Monday. Bye for now.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
This party don't stop. This party don't stop. This party don't stop. This party don't stop.
Here we go. See, I'm loving what you do to me, so if it's cool, let me know. We can and kick it to the VIP because the party don't stop till 3. Meaning you're in the crib all over me. CIBTRIPPER, and we are CAMP to the moolah. We blow this bazooka. It's crazy, baby, how I'm on you like Slim to shitty. So let me see your head bob, cause this party don't stop.
Cause tonight, you better bring somebody to the club. To the club. Cause tonight, we're calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and this party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and on.
Let me give your body a job, employ a new technique. Work it, rock it like a cradle in bed. I need a free. Wait a minute, let me clarify. The way you maneuver, I can't deny. So scream from the top of your lungs and maybe I'll pacify ya. Take over, my baby, it ain't over. No fat lady, navigate to the floor, make your way. Dilate, give me more A-OK. It ain't fair, the way you're shaking it and moving it, baby. Make them stare. Step up in the building, everybody and go up. Then it's say this.
Better bring somebody to the club. To the club. Cause tonight, we're calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and this party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and on. So get your hands up.
Get ready to party on the dance floor, jamming till 6 in the morning.
So get your drinks up.
Don't spill on nobody. Hit the bar, get some girls, cause the bottles we poppin'.
But I'm a little bit too bubbly, so all the ladies look lovely, but can't tell if they ugly, cause someone get these girls off of me. Meet me by the bar, baby girl, round 3 now, let's go get some shots. Drink up, cause you know the party don't stop.
Cause tonight, you better bring somebody to the club. To the club. Cause tonight, we're calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop.